What do you see as being some of the major impacts on your bank during these challenging times?
The key changes that we saw really in the pandemic period, we are essential service organization, bank and NBFCs were pretty much operating through the thick of the whole situation. We had to continue to honor our or operate our all branches and make sure that they are functional for customer walk-ins to make sure that the transactions are getting fulfilled. All of them had to be functional, and we had to still make sure that employee health and well-being is being taken as a primary focus.
There are different businesses who had different levels of impact as the pandemic struck us. It actually led to a bit of innovation as well, I would say, because we tried to see what all could be done remotely. Can customer experience be managed remotely? Are there better ways to look at customer engagement during this time of lockdown? And how do we engage with the frontline staff during this time frame was a challenge that they had. Having said that, I think for everybody, be it the first guy in the frontline essential services to the person who's office-based job who could have managed remotely, for everybody there was a huge change of mindset that needed to be worked upon as well.
As an HR leader for Tata Sons, how do you see HR's responsibility to the organization in terms of showing empathy towards the employees, helping them to build resiliency and so on?
It was an expectation that the HR teams lead from the front and they show the way. Across all our companies, we have in fact amped up our efforts around emotional health and well-being of our employees. A few things that we particularly did in Tata Sons, I'll talk about, Mark. We actually started a work from home newsletter, and that kind of featured people across. So it was a voluntary thing. If I would like to feature how am I coping with work from home, what kind of movies am I watching, what kind of books am I reading, and what is my work from home hack, what do I do for work. So it just became a nice way of engaging and also understanding how people were feeling across different teams. And we also did a lot of events, which were again self-voluntary based, which kind of engaged our folks and got them together. It is one thing that has happened very beautifully through this time. It's the adaptation of people to technology and the tools of that. So I think all's well that ends well. And I'm hoping that the technology sweep that has happened will make lives easier as we move out of the pandemic.
You've been so focused on helping your organization to recover and to thrive again. How has HR been impacted and what kind of changes have you seen?
The technology adoption from a mobile first is something that is a big change that I'm seeing from an HR service delivery to the organization as well. Mm-hmm. While we would have a lot of cloud-based solutions that we were offering to the employees, we were never pushing it on a mobile first. The employees always had an access to do it from a browser in the office. So that key shift on every single process, we have to revisit, revamp to see how we are aligning it on a mobile first from an experience point of view. Another thing that typically stands out is the whole transformation of the learning journey. So digital first, digital content, bite-sized content, making it relevant from today and tomorrow's need. Revamping the whole learning experience for the employees, making it more relevant from a skill upgradation point of view to making it available. The earlier journey would be in the form of bucketing people together. Now you're moving more towards N is equal to 1 from the learning content point of view. Third key shift that I see in from the HR point of view is in terms of a whole connect to the employees, again evolving significantly from what you would be doing from a smaller group conversations or a smaller engagement sessions to now reaching out to all employees at all locations. We have a unique situation because we are a bank which we operate in at least a 1,600 odd location in the country, because every branch is to that effect is another organization in itself. So to reach out to all employees and give them a similar experience of engagement at all levels, and there was a need that need emerged significantly at the time of pandemic, because we had to reach out to all employees and keep connecting with them on a pretty frequent basis as compared to what we would have done in the past. The communication has gone through its own change because of that, because we probably otherwise would be depending on, say, email conversations or engaged with through managers conversations. So now we're cutting all layers. I want to directly connect with employees. And I want to reach out to the employees where the employees are. Whether they're on the Zoom call, I need to be available with them. If they're on the Teams call, I need to be available with them. If they're more frequent users on a WhatsApp, I am available on a WhatsApp for chatting with them. So the whole communication with employees have also gone through its own evolution and made it more relevant for the employee connect.